Alright, so today's Robot Master might look a little familiar if you've played Mega Man 8. This is, indeed, Astro Man. So yes, two of Dr. Wily's Robot Masters decided to join King's Rebellion, and weirdly enough, Astro Man is one of them. I guess he had to come out of his shell somehow. Unfortunately, I don't like Astro Man's appearance as much in this game. Mainly the music, I think, is my problem. I just kind of find it dull overall. Not to say the song in 8 was like action-packed or anything, or like high-octane, but like, I don't know, I like the, I guess, vibe of it is how I'll say it. It's just a song with a very good tone that felt very cool and unique for that game. This one's just kinda here to me. In addition, I like the aesthetic of 8's stage more as well. This one's a little weird. I like the upside down city and the space background. That's kind of cool, but I don't know. I love just how bizarre 8's stage was. Astro Man had a pretty good looking stage. Admittedly though, on one hand, I would say that like, even the gameplay of Astro Man's stage was a little more energetic, but also, I didn't particularly like any of the gimmicks in his stage in Mega Man 8. And the ones here I'm more neutral on. Like, oh, this is just a kind of mini-boss, except not really. As long as you press the correct buttons in the correct order, this one went 2 and then 1 over here, you won't get shot, so it's just a memory game. I don't believe there's a time limit for it, but also, you know, don't wait so long that your memory lapses and you'll be fine. Oh, and now we have a rising block section. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, I think this one's okay. I am pinballing back and forth on whether or not I like this gimmick in my head, but I would choose that rising platform gimmick over anything in Astro Man Stage in 8. That being said, Astro Man Stage in 8 also had, you know, a type of disappearing, reappearing block that wasn't a Yoku block. In this game, it's just a straight-up Yoku block, though, unfortunately. That being said, Bass just trivializes this for the most part, in that you can either skip sections completely, like you might have noticed I did with the initial one, or alternatively, it's just good as sort of a way to give yourself wiggle room. Oh shoot, I forget the actual word I wanted to use. Lenience, that's it. You have some lenience with messing up the jumps in those sections. Of course, with Mega Man, you don't. Alright, we've also got a lot of these same enemies from Astro Man stage, which I wasn't too enamored with initially. Oh, and there was that gimmick that was at the beginning with the, like, wall scroll that had the enemy silhouettes on it. That one can be a little annoying to actually avoid the enemies, but it's a pretty cool idea in concept. It's just, in execution, I'm not huge on it. Still better than the stage gimmicks in 8, though. Alright, and he's got a pretty decent intro, but I don't know, I just really miss Astro Man's personality. I loved his voice in 8, and yeah, it just kinda sucks that he's not freaking out to see Bass. Even though he should be terrified of Bass. So, this is another thing where I guess I prefer this version of the battle over 8, though, once again, the iframes and Bass's lack of powerful Buster Shot are a bit of a pain. So, Astro Man lost his Astro Crash ability. He can still use clones of himself, but instead of just being a meteor storm attack, he instead just makes the battle more hectic, fires projectiles while they fire, and it's pretty cool. But again, very hectic, pretty hard to dodge. This attack isn't so bad though, it's very easy to avoid the laser. Just make sure you remove the enemies it spawns before they become a problem. And trust me, they will be a problem if you don't get rid of them fast. But once again, Base is actually pretty good for that at least. Because of his diagonal aim and rapid shot, there's really no way he'll miss. Whereas Mega Man can do a lot more damage at a time, but might have a little bit of difficulty taking out the little guys, and if you don't get the little guys, then, boy, doing this would be nigh impossible. At the very least improbable, but yeah. I would say I do like this battle better overall than 8, and it's probably just playing as Base is why I don't quite like fighting him now. Between Base's lack of big attacks and his options acting as a sort of a secondary defense alongside the iframes, this battle takes a while, like Cold Man's did. And yeah, we're still going at it. It isn't half the video, but boy, it sure is a good chunk of it. And once again, it's really weird that Base is the designated platforming guy, and not the fight guy. I mean, I guess to be fair, making Mega Man good at the bosses makes sense, because when you think of Mega Man, you probably think of the Robot Master fights. It's just, you know, when I play Mega Man, I am typically in the stages for a lot more time than I'm fighting the bosses. Though, again, that's pretty close to not being true, given how long this fight is taking. Once Base has the ability to use weaknesses against the Robot Masters, it's over for you bitches. But it is, for the moment, over for Astro Man. He is done and dusted. And I'm gonna get one more complaint in about how I miss his voice. God. The voice they used for him in 8 was so good. I love Robot Master with anxiety attacks. He's so relatable. Again, it's weird that he joined King's Rebellion, considering, you know, he doesn't seem to be the type to want to leave his house, but you know what? Good on him for doing so. He also gave us Copy Vision, which is a pretty interesting Robot Master weapon. We'll see exactly how it works out next time on Mega Man and Base. Will I resume calling it Rockman and Fort next time? Who knows? That's anybody's guess, including mine.